How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to episode 66 of Zootopia on home video. And before I start, happy 10th anniversary to Zootopia, which released in theaters in North America on this day 10 years ago, 2016. March 4. Wow. The day that I'm recording this video is March 3rd, when all of the Zootopia 2 home video stuff released, and March 3rd, 2016 is actually when I saw Zootopia for the first time. I went to an early evening showing. So today marks 10 years since I first saw my favorite film of all time, or at least it used to be, until this released. Zootopia 2 is now my favorite film of all time, surpassing the original Zootopia. I guess the question is, am I going to be collecting Zootopia 2 just as much as I did the first film? And I guess we'll see. That kind of depends on you guys. It depends on how well these videos do. It depends on how much you guys are willing to help me get copies of the film that I'm missing. I'm always accepting donations, just so you know. Enough of that, let's go ahead and get started. Today's video is all about this, Zootopia 2 on DVD from the United States. So obviously this released today when I'm recording this, yesterday when the video goes out, March 3rd, 2026, the day that Zootopia 2 came to home video. So this is what the cover of the DVD looks like, and the Blu-ray as well, which we'll look at in next week's episode. I'm pretty sure this is one of the posters of the film. The film had many posters, so this is not brand new original art for the DVD release. It is, I don't know how to describe it. It's very simple. It's just Judy, Nick, and Gary here in the center with all of the supporting animals creating a frame around them with the Zootopia 2 logo right there. At the top, we have DVD in white text on a black background, which has turned into a pretty common way of Disney releasing DVDs over the last several years. I don't know why they make these things so simplistic when these continue to be the best-selling media that there is, but here we are. So that's what it looks like. So what all characters do we have here? We have this mouse who I don't recognize, hamster, sorry. Dr. Fuzzbee, we've got one of the zebras. This one appears to be the actual zebra. The other one's just a horse with painted on stripes. Mayor Wind Dancer, Chief Bogo, Flash, who's in the film for what, a minute? Gazelle, Nibbles, Clawhauser, and Judy's parents, Bonnie and Stu. And they're looking at, well, they're mostly reacting to Gary, I suppose. Not just Nick and Judy. Then they're clearly in Marsh Market, and the Zootopia skyscape is behind them. We've got this nice color for the spine, actually. I really like this teal, oceanic, blue-green color. I really like this color. This is a very pleasant color on the eyes. And probably the color that most of us will associate with Zootopia 2 for the foreseeable future. So the spine has the Disney DVD logo, Zootopia 2 on there, a picture of Gary, and the catalog number at the bottom. And the back is very simple. There's a good reason for that. There are no bonus features on this disc. It is the film, and that's it. So there's no need to list bonus features. I'm kind of surprised that there's no legalese either there at the bottom like we've seen in most other films. But anyway, so the top has this review from The Laughing Place. A laugh-filled adventure for the whole family. Then we have the barcode right here floating in the middle of nothing. Anyway, Gary, Judy, and Nick again here with Zootopia Skyscape behind them again in a different pose this time. Then we got 3 pictures from the film here, including this one from here at the very end of the film. The summary is right here. Rookie cops Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde find themselves on the twisting trail of a great mystery when Gary the Snake arrives in Zootopia and turns the animal metropolis upside down. To crack the case, Judy and Nick must go undercover to unexpected new parts of town where their growing partnership is tested like never before, which I'm pretty sure was the official synopsis of the film before it released in theaters, or at least very similar to that. Sums up the film pretty well, though, doesn't it? Then we got all of the little legalese. No, that's not legalese. It's just information on the film itself. Widescreen 239:1. English 5.1 Dolby Digital and 2.0 Dolby Digital Descriptive Audio. Spanish 5.1. So it only has English and Spanish, but at least they're both 5.1 surround. And then also English for hard of hearing and Spanish subtitles. Specifications apply to film content only. Again, there's no other content on the disc, so don't know what it's all about that. And then some technical jargon down here. Not legalese, not the whole, who made the film, who's in the film, copyright information. It's just the disclaimer that, hey, the disc may not work if you don't use the right player kind of thing. Distributed by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, who has been distributing Disney content for the last 2 or 3 years now. 2026 DVD release, and that's it. That's the entirety of the packaging, and the inside is completely devoid of anything except for the disc. This is essentially the exact same design that we've seen for the Zootopia DVD. It's just, the Zootopia 2 logo there at the top, and otherwise, it's exactly what we're used to seeing. A white label scratched out with all the relevant information around it, and that's it. So, it's also worth pointing out this is a Region 1 disc. This will not work in other regions' DVD players. DVDs are hard-coded on the disc itself what the region is, so it continues to be a limitation even in the year 2026 that these things are region locked, even though Blu-rays and especially 4Ks no longer are. If you guys are wondering how this compares with the Zootopia DVD, well, here they are side by side. I'll hold them like this. So that's what they both look like together. If you were to put them side by side on a shelf, that's what they would look like. The Zootopia logo on the Zootopia DVD is way bigger than the Zootopia 2 logo. I'm not sure if that's for any particular reason. Also, the Zootopia disc has Disney's Fast Play and Zootopia 2 does not. I have yet to put the Zootopia 2 DVD in my player to check, but anyway, this is also the 2024 re-release of the Zootopia on DVD, which comes with the photosensitivity warning there at the bottom. Zootopia 2 doesn't have that, which I find interesting. Although the barcode is in pretty much the exact same place on both, which is pretty funny. Yeah, and let me see here. Yeah, the Zootopia 2 disc doesn't have the Disney's Fast Play logo on it either. Well, give me just a second here to move something out of the way. Just something that didn't come with the disc, so I don't want to show it off. So if we were to compare, I'm going to put Zootopia on top and Zootopia 2 on the bottom here. That is a comparison of the discs. Again, they're pretty much the same. This is Disney's standard design that they've used for DVDs for quite some time. I'd like to say since the late 2000s. It's been a long time, and they just, don't fix what isn't broken. So you can compare them real quick. Like I said, Zootopia 2 does not seem to have Disney's Fast Play. Otherwise, the design of them is pretty much identical. I don't see many differences, if any. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Again, Zootopia 2 does not have any bonus features whatsoever. It is the film and that's it. Which I guess is kind of standard these days for the DVD. People aren't buying DVDs anymore for the bonus features or for anything except just to watch the film. If you want all the extra stuff, you're probably a cinema file, which means you've upgraded to Blu-ray or 4K by now. So if you're just a person out there who wants to own the film in the cheapest format possible, there's the DVD. And that will bring this video to an end. So we still have several releases of Zootopia 2 on release day here in the United States, plus, of course, all over the world over the next several weeks as Zootopia 2 comes to DVD, Blu-ray, and even 4K. I guess I got a few more videos to make after this one. So thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a comment below if you learned something. And again, I am always accepting donations if you want to help my collection grow. I have this shelf now that I'll be putting all my copies of Zootopia 2. To pair with this shelf where I've put all of my copies of Zootopia. And Yeah, I can't wait to see how this collection continues to grow. I'll be back next week where I'll be going over the Blu-ray of Zootopia 2 that released here in North America. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.